Death by Stereo. Death by Stereo.
Hello there, fellow Radiant Stars. What can I even say about the fierce flurry of videos that have been coming out over the past few weeks? I'm with you guys. I have no idea where this energy came from. At first, I was gonna do only the Deltarune Let's Play videos, maybe do some other videos here and there, and somewhere along the way I got re-energized to bring the channel back from the literal dead. Seriously, here's a past 365 days if we use June 18th, the day before I posted the Deltarune Let's Play intro. And for you exact numbers types, that's 94,943 views, 2,431.9 watch time hours, and 162 subscribers gained. Let's compare that with the past 365 days from today, July 12th, 2025. That is 123,082 views, 18% increase, 2,641.8 watch time hours, 18% increase, and a gain of 176 subscribers, which is a 30% increase. Those increases more than the previous 365 days. Now I know what you're thinking, that ain't a whole lot, right? Only an 18% increase? Well, keep in mind that the flurry I'm referring to specifically refers to the June 19th to July 12th period, as I did attempt to revive the channel as far back as December 2024. I just never really found that fire until now. But if we lock onto the flurry period alone, we're looking at 34,789 views, 350.6 watch time hours, and 23 subscribers gained. This is over the course of 24 days. And to be honest, I feel like I'm not even at full power yet. It also looks like a lot of videos got posted if you check the screenshot, but keep in mind, some of those days also include shorts. For example, June 22nd shows 4 videos being posted, but 2 of those were shorts. One was a Deltarune episode, and the other was the installing cheats in main video that honestly I had the raw recording for sitting on my hard drive just waiting to get edited into a proper video. So I guess the question is, what now? I have made the incredibly smart move of convincing the rest of my fellows here at the Last Apostle Puppet Show, which is a collection of sorts, let's go with that, to give this YouTube thing another chance, another try. Back in 2018 through 2019, I had a dream of trying to take Anthro Arcade, and back then I think it was still being called Nico and Friends, and turn it into a monetized channel, something to make income off of. Part of it is, of course, getting paid for something I love. The other part is proving to everyone who said that this stuff don't make cash or it's too risky that I can do it, and I can make that money. Not just small change either, a good income. Or at least enough to pay for rent. That's a good starting point, I think. Also, to go off script here, look up the statistics. A surprisingly small amount of channels actually get monetized. So just getting the channel to a state where I'm getting ads posted that I'm getting money from, you're kind of like joining an elite bracket almost. It doesn't seem that way because a lot of channels are monetized, but when you really look at the numbers, when you look at the macro, so to speak, I'm getting back on track here, it's with hopes that if I do that and share the journey with others, I can inspire them to do the same. I keep hearing about things like regret, and I don't want to live with that. I would rather go all out and burn out like a star trying to make something work than go, well, I hear you can make bands doing luxury car sales, I guess I'll do that. And look, I know, you have to do stuff you don't want in order to do stuff you want to do. I always felt that was for more luxury stuff, like, you know, work hard, play hard, that kind of thing, right? See, I feel like the job market honestly kind of sucks, and it's less demotivating to post a video and have it get jack all for views than it is to go on LinkedIn and throw out a bunch of resumes and applications and only to get rejected. And that's if we even get the privilege of getting a rejection email. I'm not the only one, look it up. There's loads of people getting ghosted, meaning no contact, after even a 10 gorgillion, 50 panel, HR personal, round robin table Zoom call interviews. Like, to go off script again, when we left our job back in October due to mental health concerns, October of 2024, in case someone in the future is watching this, we applied for work, like for phone support and remote jobs, and fast forward to, I think it was like January, so fast forward to March, which is when we moved from Vegas back to California, and literally the week I'm packing boxes I get an email, sorry, we've decided to move on with another candidate. Well, thanks for letting me know. Better late than never. So this time around, it's the dream of making this channel worth something, proving it to the naysayers that it can make money, and attempt to inspire others, and well, I'm literally trying to will my own occupation into existence here. Folks that tell you that you need to treat YouTube like a job or career if you want to succeed, they're not kidding. You have to really, going off script, approach this here with a sort of killer instinct you wouldn't think of. You might think, oh, just post videos online, it's easy. Getting the video online, that's the easy part. But knowing how to do things like your titles, tags, descriptions, thumbnails, even video topics, even how to do your videos, even editing your videos, it ain't easy. There's a lot that goes into it. So right now, Anthro Arcade is in a place of what I like to call creative chaos. Let's call it the Ace of Wands phase. You guys like tarot cards, right? No? Well, I'll explain it anyways. Aces are like the beginning of a suit, right? Because there's the Major Arcana, which is where you get the Magician, the Fool, all those cards. And then there's the Minor Arcana, which are like a suit of cards, 4 suits, kind of like a regular deck of playing cards. So each suit has its ideas, traits, and concepts tied to them. Wands, simply put, is passion, energy, creativity, fire, and that sort of thing. Aces are the beginning of the story, if you will. Sure, you can break out the $10 description and say root of the powers of fire, but I like to think of it as raw, chaotic, uncontrolled, unfiltered burst of something. Like when you get that idea for a new project and your mind is just swarming with ideas. It's kind of what it's like. So I'm trying to sit down and come up with a less chaotic direction to go with things. Of course, there's the Deltarune videos to finish, such as the Let's Play series, but beyond that, I'm not too sure outside of chaotically coming up with something and putting it out there. So, if any of you Radiant Stars are listening or reading this, let me know what kind of videos you want to see. I mean, you guys are the reason why this channel has gotten to this point. Yeah, there's random people who come by and watch and whatnot, but ultimately at the end of the day, it's you, viewer, listener, whatever, supporting the channel. That's what makes it work. So, if you want to see something, let me know. Whether it's a kind of tutorial, type of video, recommendations, whatever. So I've been thinking of revisiting, by the way, what I'll call the emulation controls series, where I look at either specific games or specific control types and try to help y'all get them set up in emulators like MAME, because that stuff can be a handful to figure out sometimes. There's a whole lot more control types to work through too, such as dial games like Tempest, trackball games, even whack controls like Sinistar's 16-way joystick, and look it up, that does actually exist, just to give me a direction to go in. I do want to resume the Anthro Arcade Let's Plays too. However, those honestly, they don't pull in as many views. And that's not to say I'll put them on ice. I still want to do them. I'm just not sure it'll be the multiple coming out a week thing that you're seeing right now. But we'll see. I imagine videos on arcade games and even, Anthro games would be 20 to 40 minutes at most, as opposed to the Deltarune series, where a video on average is like an hour and 30 minutes. That's a lot to edit too, because I add in the extra effects and stuff. That's also because I'm also trying to show you the whole game as I played and experienced it, with some minor editing. I'm also giving a facelift to the channel, and I'm slowly reworking old thumbnails to give them more of a cleaner and cooler look. For example, here's a before and after of one of the old AudioServe videos. Looks a bit better, right? Sorry, Nico, but your head was taking up too much space. He doesn't even talk in those videos anyway. And Audio Fools was an old attempted series name for these videos, but expect a similar style to the rest of the older video thumbnails. If you've been seeing what I've been posting on the channel during the past flurry, it'll be thumbnails like that, with reworked titles and tweaked descriptions. Apparently that might help with getting a video pushed out again, so we'll see. That reminds me, if you want to help me out, Radiant Star, honestly, just liking the video, commenting, and sharing helps. There's a reason a lot of YouTubers tell you to do that, and it's for algorithm purposes. And interacting with the video like that tells YouTube, hey, this is something people like, I think I'll throw it out in front of more people. Speaking of help, gotta bring up monetization, because who doesn't like the big old M word? I have different plans for making money off of Anthro Arcade. Obviously, there's getting memberships, which is unlocked at 3,000 watch hours over the past year, and putting ads on videos, unlocked at 4,000 hours of watch time over the past year. I said I monetized the channel before, but I stopped uploading. Depression, long story short, and lost it. So now I'm on the warpath to bring it back. So that means as of this video, which is going live on 7/13/2025, any ads you see on the channel aren't placed by me. Those were placed by content holders, copyright holders, because of content ID claims. That's a whole other ball of wax for another time. Now, here's the thing. Speaking of content ID claims, AdSense really freaking sucks to rely on. Ask me how I know. Like, it's good to have AdSense because it's automatic, right? It just goes for you. You just say, put ads on this video. You can dictate also what type of ads. Unskippable video ads, which I don't do. That sucks. Mid-roll ads, which I might screw around with. When I had the channel monetized the first time around, I could actually decide when those mid-roll things happen, so they don't cut me off mid-sentence, and unskippable video ads at the end. And it just handles it all automatically for you, right? But here's the thing, if it's the main, or God forbid, your only source of YouTube-related income, you're a slave to AdSense. You can't upset the ads, because there goes your income. You'll do the thing where it's like, I want to post my Deltarune Undertale Theory video, but I can't because everything's monetized, everything's content ID claimed, and there goes all that watch time and ad money I'm going to miss because I have all that. I don't want that for the channel. If I'm going to post a Mortal Kombat Fatality video, then damn it, I want to post the thing uncensored. I don't care about the ads. My creative vision is more important than AdSense. I mean, there's age restriction, but I'm going to post it anyways. Screw your age restriction. I know it's algorithm, but I don't care. And this is the main reason behind alternate monetization methods I have, such as Patreon. It's a way you guys can support the channel without me having to say crap like turn off that pesky ad block, which in the Substack there's a little link to a video. I'll put it in the description below. I don't know how many people will recognize that, but it's making fun of a YouTuber named Monday Matt, who actually used to say in his channel intro, turn off that pesky ad block. As far as Patreon rewards, I'm still trying to figure that out. Right now, it's just $1 to get in a Discord chat that currently consists of me and a Patreon bot. At the $5 tier, you get that and name and credits, which I'll figure out when I actually get people donating at that tier. And there's also a $25 tier that's supposed to be a joke tier. I wanted to make it something like $100 to make the description of why would you do this more funny, but Patreon wouldn't allow it. And most they let you do tiers in increments of 20, so I can't go from $5 to $100. That's not fair. Thanks for killing the joke, Patreon. I also do have Ko-fi, which is a one-time tip jar that I ought to add to my list of links and descriptions. There's also the Etsy store, which has some attempts by yours truly to throw out some basic assets to make shirts, but reader beware, you're in for a scare involving terrible graphic design. I mean, it's not dog water, but I do kind of feel odd asking someone to cough up $25 for a t-shirt with its design on it. Maybe channel artist Taro Miyase can help. Speaking of which, he does art commissions. Taro did the art you see in the opening of most of my new uploads that features myself and Best Girl Judgment. Pretty much all of his art is of the Anthro furry variety. Judgment is actually one of the only humans he's drawn in the past whenever. I think the only other thing he did was Alistair from Hazbin Hotel, and we can say he's half animal, half human, honestly. Here's an example of something else he's drawn. Oh, as we're still signing art as Iggy. The change from Iggy to Tara, as far as an artist name is, that's another story for another time. But boy, does Tara like his psychedelic backgrounds. Given that Tara is also part of the Puppet Show Collective, financially supporting him also helps support my own creative efforts. If you're interested, he's got commissions open. So if you're interested, either hit me up or track him down on Blue Sky and bother him there. He could use the attention. He's also on Fur Affinity too. I'll put that link in the description below. Just watch out for following NSFW if you do make an account on that. And, well, on Fur Affinity, you not only have to make an account, you have to make an account and then disable NSFW in your account settings manually. So if you do that and you end up complaining about what you see, that one's on you, buddy. It's not that he draws like anything that's too out there. It's just if you go, I enabled NSFW and I saw the pink bunnies behind closed door parts. Well, you had to go do that yourself. Or go to a site like E6. Anyways, Substack is telling me that this is getting too long, and the Audacity recording is like 15 minutes already, so I gotta cut it here. But here's to more awesome arcade videos, and hopefully more. And Anthro videos as well. Can't forget the Anthro side of my channel. Thank you so much to my fellow Radiant Stars. It might be my ambition, but without you all, I wouldn't have gotten this far or even gotten inspired to return to YouTube. It's because I had I think it was like 2,540, I think, when I first started the flurry. That gave me the idea that I could come back and try to do something with this. So, again, I'm being sincere. It's a big shout out to you guys, honestly. And thanks for following the journey. Subscribe for more updates. And remember, no matter what anyone says, you are a beautiful star. And also, I will link the original newsletter version of this in the description down below if you want to read that. It is on Substack, and again, the neat thing about Substack is that you do not need to make an account with Substack. All you have to do is give it your email, and it will email you whenever I make a new post on Substack, and you can read that directly in the email itself. I may have referenced Substack telling me it's getting too long. That's because the whole point to make it to where you can read it in your email inbox and you don't have to go to another website to read something, or even Substack's own website and app. Like if you want to like it and whatnot, yeah, then you got to make an account, but just to read it, you don't need to. So anyways, that being said, thanks so much for listening, and until next time, take care.
Down the hatch.